Turco. Paper Exo eyeing up towards that B side now. Towards the back of it will be Pora, and he has the swing from Russ if required, but it's going to be Pora taking this clean fight, and Forsaken cleanly takes his head off, so the site's all theirs. Spike now being planted. This is what you want to see, that adjustment. If it's just ways to facilitate Forsaken, I'm more than happy. And does he keep going? To the edge of this. Just around that corner, you've got Brave. You've got Russ. He's taking a lot more space. Look at this on the other side, though. Izzy and Turco right there. The net's closing in. And the post plants are pretty deep. It's pretty much forward two. Divine, Forsaken. Flash goes in. He knows Brave's close, but Russ is still fine. And the swing out from Brave. Hey, Xantara's peak, Brave peak. I mean, make it a Ferrari peak. Paper Exo are holding this down. That's important. Wall goes through. Izzy, though, up on top, still looking for more, trying to divide, slice into manageable pieces. But the time, it's dwindling, and they ain't got much left of it now. Turco knows he's out of time, out of options. He may drag some to the grave with him, but this one's done for. Paper X make it back now, 2 in a row.
That's really interesting to watch again. All paper.
Maybe we want to take that space back. Yeah, Mind Freak, this is a really risky fight. You're now just in a tunnel. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. And now here we go. Springboard off the back, SMB want the side back. Device sitting at long, still only 1 flash. The next one's up in 30. You're not going to get much more than that. I hope you get some value. He didn't get what he wanted. Smoke's still up. Izzy wants to get that to halfway, and he might be able to do it. Device going to find one, though. And it's all falling to pieces, but Izzy will not be moved. The defuse comes in right under their noses.
What a fantastic turnaround there, and actually just noting SMB buying enough top plan from the get-go. I don't think it's looking like it was. Pora's going to slip out though. Paranoia comes through. Looks like is he going to try and dash through Blade Storm, but nothing found.
Oh, but Divine waiting in the corner. He could not ask for a better position. Forsaken tries to overextend a little and actually gives his life over. It's a 3v4. The rifle's still with Russ, but the post plants are strong. They have that brilliant crossfire with this flank fan. That is going to be just a real end of the line for them as Russ left in a 1v4. He did have the vandal at the start. Don't know if he's going to have it in. No, he's not. Paper X right back into things. They found their footing finally.
Beautiful stuff again. Well handled. I think that the
How
spike's making its way as well.
How deep can he get without any sort of worries? Now, you're going to hear the utility being invested. They now know that there's a problem on their hands. Benkai, in the meantime, did find Izzy, so now we're going to see Forsaken ready and waiting ahead of the curve. Catches them off guard, trying to keep that sight under check. Spike going to be going down, and there it is. Post-plant 4v3, Russ, Pora, and Turco left scratching their heads. Is that the ult coming out? Yeah, it is.
Izzy
Okay.
on the Blade Storm, yeah.
Double stack towards Hell, 1 towards Sight. I guess. And then the late play towards Long. Interesting, okay. Drop down, first in, no trade, nothing. It was just Izzy left to rot, just what? What is this for a retake? No trades, no timing, no spacing. Forsaken will lap that up every day of the week.
That's your objective for Paper X.
That step may have been heard to an extent. So the utility noted, Izzy now in danger, but Izzy actually going to grab one on the way out. He's got a perfect readjust. I thought that was on. Izzy just going to try and keep himself away from those Seekers for a second, allow Brave maybe to catch his cross here. Turco's on the site as well. Brave does catch the cross. That's a great shot towards Shiva, but perfect trades coming out from Divide. Gets himself towards the site. The spike's been lost. Now he has to fight against the odds, which he's still doing. Divide is putting in heavy lifting here.
Benkai finally coming through double doors. Russ down to 27 HP. He's got to be careful on stairs here. Pora finally in position to back him up.
He has to let Benkai work here. Benkai needs to be a little bit more proactive in my mind in this one because look at the HP on Divide.
They're waiting for a flash here.
Wait, this actually could be so good for timing. They're right next to each other!
Oh my god!
Peekaboo! What a terrible surprise for Russ. Benkai, perfect timing, and this is still doable. Pora, yeah, he may only have that Spectre, but the HP is low, and that's a great shot. The perfect Red Bull clutch coming in for Pora. Mind Freak. The rest of the gang all just around the corner here, so they now know what's coming their way. Izzy just fires off the shot, hoping for the best. Timing is everything, and does he just get the pixel out of place? Counts the timing right, he gets the pixel. It's Mind Freak, instant trade. Device right there. Device firmly becoming a favorite player of mine, but it's Forsaken on the side who's doing the work as well. He's not alone in this though, wants to push deeper, does, loses it. Russ is right by the try box. What a play from Russ!
Wow. Again, revealed flash. The Seekers come through. Not able to convert that.
Back in and comfort that they didn't show in that first half. Game back on. High flash for Forsaken. That's a lot of in one sentence. and he's dead anyway, so why bother? It's already going to be Izzy to kick things off, get things started here, and SMB after the start we'd expect.
Yeah, I mean, they come out swinging. That's what you'd hope to see from them, but it's not gone their way in terms of those first two engagements. Spike not committed again. SMB with so much time to just sit and wait for Paper X to slip up. Find an opening. Izzy with the fadeaway. That's going to find Mind Freak in Nest. That Sheriff being put to work in the pistol round here, and without the Divide and Benkai again. Izzy.
Izzy, man, what a game from him. And he was struggling in the last one. He was doing okay at keeping Forsaken tamed at times, but nice to see him let loose a little here. Eats the flash, but I mean, Devi's 1 HP.
Without the dream.
There is no dream. There is just Izzy, and SMB make it to 11, and it's a back in and comfort that they didn't show in that first half. Game back on. High flash for Forsaken. That's a lot of in one sentence, and he's dead anyway, so why bother? It's already going to be Izzy to kick things off, get things started here, and SMB after the start we'd expect.
Yeah, I mean, they come out swinging. That's what you'd hope to see from them, but it's not gone their way in terms of those first two engagements. Spike not committed again. SMB with so much time to just sit and wait for Paper X to slip up. Find an opening. Izzy with the fadeaway. That's going to find Mind Freak in Nest. That Sheriff being put to work in the pistol round here, and without the Divide and Benkai again. Izzy.
Izzy, man, what a game from him. And he was struggling in the last one. He was doing okay at keeping Forsaken tamed at times, but nice to see him let loose a little here. Eats the flash, but I mean, Devi's 1 HP.
Without the dream.
There is no dream. There is just Izzy, and SMB make it to 11, and it's a Benkai could be in a spot of bother, but Devi isn't, playing from the rafters, which is Izzy on the push-up. That's going to slow progress. SMB going to have to work out how to try and pry these players out, these slightly deeper positions. The flash doesn't land. The repeat's good for Devi, but he doesn't land the shot. That time, it's still not hitting. It's Mind Freak going down, and Devi's now fallen. He had so many bites of the cherry. Benkai! What a round from him. He still needs more, though. Turco still looming, lingering up top. Jump peak's great. He has done so much. The support should be here. Forsaken should get his back. Turco shouldn't cause any more problems, but it's still Turco. That's one. To find two more.
30 seconds left.
Benkai on pillar, he knows that. Shiba up top, maybe not so aware. And now Turco. Maybe considering that's to mask the sound of the drop. He should know, but Benkai catching the final player. 6-6. We said, is it going to be map 1? Is it going to be like map 2? We have our answer. Far more like map 1. A way closer affair here, Hypoc. But it is the halftime. So we're going to take a short second to dive down to the desk. We're going to give you a quick little update on their thoughts coming into the second half.
Thank you very much, Pansy.
Maybe even then throw a gravity well onto the spike or something.
Tournament life now on the line. SMB might have given themselves just that lifeline needed, but Benkai's still fighting. He finds Russ and they're not giving up just yet. They fashioned together the best buy they can. It's got light armor. It's got Guardians. It ain't pretty, but it's the best they can do. Brave though. Oh, the adjustment from Brave! It's just perfect. He wants this done. He wants to move on from this game. As now Benkai, Devi, and Shiba facing down Izzy in middle. Paint Shot comes in. There's a swing from the right side. There it is, Brave again. That's 3 now. As Benkai and Shiba, it's all on you two.
Have to turn this around. They have to find something they can act upon here. Actually, all 3 members of Supermassive Blaze committed towards B site.
Brave.
Walking right
He's down another. Brave! It's an ace to close it out! To keep SMB.
Just about have caught them. Shazam's ready with the operator for a quick kill. He's not even the point man on this round. He'll take first contact, but now it's all about buying time for Tanz's flank. The question is, does anyone on G2 look back towards their spawn? And for now, the answer is definitively no.
And they've also stacked up the remaining players. There's even one watching into mid just to try and hold off the flank. This is being perfectly played at the moment by Sentinels. They have them trapped, and G2 have to try and fight out. Mixer, though, has been able to find one. And this could give them at least a little bit of space. The problem, though, is the spike is currently dropped all the way back towards 10. So he's called for that little bit of extra support. Shazam, though, he misses his shot.
Yeah, he's going to be tagged up massively has to be so cautious about any future fights that he wants to take. Waiting for his teammates to rotate into position for G2.
30 seconds left.
Moving around to grab that spike's going to be pretty tough. And Nukin knows that he's about to run into a couple of players. Tens shutting him down. A third kill for that man in this round, and that pretty much cements the save for G2. If Mixwell finds an opportunity right away, sure, maybe they go for it, but instead he runs right into the operator of Sentinels. It is 8-3, and sure, it's been an abysmal half for Sentinels.
That'll be a huge start for them, and 5-0 on the attacking side. We know that G2's always been strong in this attack, but this would be something different, and Shazam's already dead. That was like 8 seconds in.
We talked about Shazam's operator. Obviously, Kellogg's has bought up his own, and now he's the only opera left on the server, for the time being at least. A man advantage for G2, claimed by Nukia, who's still walking forward, looking for more victims and finding them. The nade onto the backside, and the Hunter's Fury, it will not connect for the kill, but the nade will. That is glorious for G2. 4 versus 2, and Sick can't even get a kill on the board. Again, it's Zom's left to 1v4 retaken. Oh, well, it doesn't look like he's going to get anything either. 4K out of Nukia. What have G2 had for breakfast this morning? About him though, and people saying, you know, okay, he was godlike on land, but is that going to happen every time? No, and you need something else for it to work with when it doesn't. Mixwell's being sucked in, but he's managing to get out of the gravity well and make it back towards the top of middle. That operator stays in, and even though they've rezzed up, they still have a man disadvantage. Mixwell is giving them no space to breathe. In fact, looking to take Tens down yet again, but they'll eventually concede control. Allow middle to go into Sentinel's hands, but at a heavy, heavy cost.
Still have a man disadvantage, even with the res currently in play. You've got Holdamenta waiting as well with pretty much his full set of utility alongside a star as well from Avova. So look to try and pull any close players, but again, it's just that little bit further as they try and make their way through. This time, though, they do manage to destroy the second nanosword.
All right, Paul,
not going to be able to do much damage.
Get that utility on the replay after on the EBS. We need that on the big screen. That was absolutely gorgeous, and we'll talk about that a little bit later on. There's no time because Sentinels are rushing in towards this side. Good trade to start it out. Holdamenta holding close still, only good for the one. The operator misses, and Tens might just have shown up when they needed him. 3 kills out of this young man. The problem is, even though they've ulted sight, they don't have Spike. It's held up above by Nukia, waiting for Tens to come up the ropes. No. And he does. That is the Spike retrieved, and what should be an easy plant and a very difficult clutch out of Kellogg's. The position he's in though, will they expect it? He's wrapped all the way through middle, come up behind them and be main. Sadly, he doesn't quite catch the jump on them. Bound to give away his position pretty soon.
Yeah, they'll have worked it out by now. They're already clearing the back of the site. They've made it through to the spawn as well, and it seems like they have an incredibly good idea of where the last man of G2 is standing. Tens has exploded into the server, but can Kellogg's ruin it for the side of Sentinels? Absolutely not. Tens goes from bot.
This is a huge bait. They see that orb, they think there's no way someone's here, but Sick is. He's trapped in the corner though and taken down, and as Dapper tries to escape, he is pursued. Shazam eliminated in middle. Now the split comes to fruition. Mixwell's back online with the res, and Avova is on his way. He is creeping close. He's hearing the steps. He knows exactly where Dapper is. Avova, good for one, but it's a trade out. Sentinels are keeping this competitive. Zoms has to make a big clutch happen. He's going to stop them from planting for just a moment. No, actually he doesn't. It's a little bit too deep. He was hoping that this was going to be a plant in the main. Oh, no! Just the wrong time, but he still gets away with a frag. In fact, he has more HP than Cole, and he wins it out. 3 kills for Zoms, a massive clutch, and Sentinels take the lead.
He had absolutely no right to win that after trying to jump off the back of the box. That is something that
Shazam's having to go for the Blade Storm.
Yeah, luckily for them, that ultimate is online. It makes a big difference with this purchase. Mixel's just gone straight through though. It just blasts back, and it might not have been as clean as money, but that was. Shazam's gonna take 2 with the Blade Storm, bringing this round back into contention. There's also the res online, so potentially gonna be able to use that while holding onto the angle. The wall doesn't block it. Luckily for Tens, he's gonna be finding the shot anyway. Again, we find ourselves in a 2v2. G2 do get the res on.
Yeah, it looks like Sick might be able to do the same. It's a risk, but he's going to take it. Dapper falls in the meantime, though, so the numbers stay exactly the same. Down goes Sick to the operator, and Kellogg's hits in with the 4th. That is It does indeed, but for now, they're running right into the A side, and Nuke is holding up close. Phantom in hand, fades on out. Doesn't want to give more than the one kill they've already got, but Tens creeps his way into the vents. Now he's gonna rifle, but he hasn't got a life anymore. Nuke is still going and farming up a third, possibly even the fourth. He gives that over to Kellogg's and gets some ult orbs. What a nice guy. With Zoms left alone, he can only hope to do some damage with the Sheriff, and he certainly has, shutting Kellogg's down. But that little bit of a dent into the economy.
Pull right out of the zoom, just in time. Reese takes down Delzik to start things off. Vixen with 4 HP.
Whoa. We sung Heat's praises, and he swung around the corner with the Blade Storm, was looking to hit a little burst action. Instead, he gets a Sheriff shell to the face and gets dropped for Vivo Keat here. They're continuing to work the spike closer and closer towards A. Delzik's going to get the res, and it's interesting that he's willing to invest this much. Again, remember, folks, they don't have much as far as weapons go.
There's the lockdown out. That's going to spread most of the site. You only have the back left to be hiding in, but it's all Vivo Keat ready to defend on this one. Oh, Maurice with a push.
Ah, I love this. Take the space away, the space that you burned from the lockdown. The showstopper not connecting. You see the Cosmic Divide is coming out as well, making the retake from Crew so much more difficult. They're going to have to push into that. The good thing is they do have Naxxet, who's gotten in a little bit further. Class is able to trade out Muri's as they continue to work their way towards the site. Wall's going to go up. Show putting down low. We've also got Vixen in a decent spot. Second lockdown's going to come out. It's going to push things out right into Naxxet's lap, but is Vixen going to get the timing? Slowly but surely swings around. Vixen gets the shots. Klaus able to trade it out. A 1v1. How have they gotten this far? This is beyond me. Klaus with the tap. A 1v1, the shots that kill the 3K, but I don't know that he's going to have time for the defuse. No, he's going to drop. We're tied. Sway at mid, at least to a decent spot to cut off any sort of pinch or any rotations. Klaus is in a good spot, though. Oh, what? How does Maurice hit that? He's already gotten 2. Heat's getting another one.
Given the flank, given the Phantom, how much more can this come into play? He hears the team rotating through heaven, can give that call.
Oh,
what a nade! Oh my gosh, Kesnet!
But he gets the spike down. The Blade Storm comes out as well as Kesnet's left alone in a 1v1 with Heat. That doesn't feel good.
Panda, whoops.
All right, here he goes, Kesnet. Repositioning Heat. Just waiting. The swing is there. Heat once again finds himself in a 1v1, and Kesnet answers the call with the 3K and the defuse to give to claw through that thing. So the wall goes down. They've bought enough time. Now they're going to go, but you've got Kesnet with the raise nade. My goodness! The triple right off the bat. They were waiting for the wall to go down. It does, and it almost seems like they would regret it. NTK and Vixen are going to fall as well. Kesnet gets to 4. Crew get to 2.
That was nasty. It wasn't even the paint shells. It was the...
But still pretty freaking good. The Cosmic Divide's going to come out. It's a heavy lead towards B, and guess what? You've got utility for days. You had the Alarm Bot, 2 Nanoswarms there as well, and what that does is, that means only Naxxet was able to get his way in. So he's the only one on the site. The Seekers are going to come out as well. Naxxet up top, clearing out Muri's ult.
Seekers got gravity weld for a moment. They really couldn't do too much. The Cosmic Divide. You see that pushing through and finding one. They're over onto C now. First time we're going to see this action.
Should be able to get the spike down. Vivo Keat looking to attempt the retake. Heat going hunting. It's actually Muri's who's able to get it. Good for 3. Numbers advantage in favor of the defensive half. NTK, 10 HP. Oof. Considerable amount of damage as Naxxet's able to take care of that. Naxxet looking for a bit more. The hot hand's going to push them back to lay things for just a moment. Heat. Surely Heat. My gosh. Okay, he got it to half, but it was a Nanoswarm that kept things at bay. Muri's with the ace for Vivo Keat. And he's going to get the defuse to get the run it back online.
Wow. And that's been a few for him already, actually. He's been able to get these